honest. First and foremost with myself, not to lie to myself about myself, and then, you know, not to lie to other people neither. But
Yeah.
Newkirk Precinct in well, we don't have top locations here, so screw it. On the left, this is those weird Blizzard maps, man. On the
Yeah.
left, we do have Lowland Lions, BlinQQ, which I tend to call just Blink. The purple Terran, and opposing him will be the green Zerg in the slime here. It's going to be Daax from the Nordic team Druids.
Yeah.
Do you know anyone from that team? You
Well,
being from, you know, Sweden
yeah,
and
sort
stuff.
of. We had 2 clanmates who jumped over to druids, and then one came back. So I'm familiar with some players, but I don't actually know anybody on a deep level. But you said Nordic team, and they are almost all Swedes. But isn't the organization actually Dutch?
I don't actually know. I just know they have a lot of Nordic players.
Yeah, they
Like,
used to have like Swedish Counter-Strike like
yeah,
teams and
yeah,
stuff
yeah.
like that. So their website is in Swedish and all that. But I just thought maybe due to some reason they had a Dutch organization. But yeah, it's sort of like Fnatic, you know. They're actually from I think Australia or something. But yeah, no, they're definitely a Scandinavic focused team, and they have quite a bunch of good players.
Ooh. I'm just saying, we're seeing Command Center first.
Yeah.
Blink is being really courageous here, and you know, given the fact that walling off this ramp or protecting your expansion can be quite tricky, because you have a lot of ground to cover, and imagine roaches just skirting past this ramp, getting behind the mineral lines. That's a lot of area that you have to defend. This is an all balls out move, I have to say, by Blink. But at the same time, I think he, you know, usually you go for a safe play in these tournaments, but Blink, I think, played versus Daax before quite a lot, so he probably knows how he's playing, and he knows that he can get away with this. Otherwise, he has to be really, really good and confident.
Yeah, probably. CC first, followed up by 1 Rax. In other matchups, you usually see a 2 Rax follow up, but this 1 Rax and 1 gas is probably going to indicate just, you know, doing the standard build, just switching places between Rax and CC almost.
Yeah, so double orbital commands, and let us see if we will end up seeing a add-on on the racks, or if we will end up seeing a factory going down. Both of which are likely. A bunker getting constructed at this point, and Daax, well, he doesn't have the first idea about this. He hasn't drone scouted, and he doesn't know anything. All he knows is his opponent's position, for which he doesn't even need to scout. So
Yeah, it's fairly interesting
it's,
because apparently, well, not apparently, but he is going for that early speed. And speedling timings have sort of, I don't think they're necessarily good, but they've sort of become quite common in this matchup. So I guess that because of that CC first, you are slightly more vulnerable to a speedling timing than usually.
yeah, that is true. That's why you get the Hellions, but you know what? It's not the Speedlings usually that kill this kind of opening. It's usually the Roaches and the Banelings, especially on big ramps such as this one. And with Roaches, you know, with Marines, you don't defend versus Speedlings that efficiently. That's why most of the Terrans have been getting Hellions with this opening. And wow, Blink being really greedy. So, you know, if the Zerg scouts this and goes for a very fast Roach War and 2 base all in with Speedlings Roaches, or Roaches Banelings, that's where you're in trouble. And, well, Blink, seeing that his opponent is not all-inning him, he's getting a 3rd CC. Wow.
Basically, I mean, this is eco cheese, and you know he's going for a lot of eco very, very early on, and he is relying on his opponent not just going for an all-in or going for something which will crush him, which about half of the stuff you could do would actually do. And the interesting part right here is that I would expect maybe this to be a sort of weirdish Roach timing, but he's going without the lair. He's going
Oh,
slow roaches, basically.
wait a minute. He's producing a lot of them, though. 15
Yeah,
roaches, so maybe he decided to break that front. But in my opinion, it's a little bit too late. And he is getting a Baneling nest. And like I said, in my opinion, it's a little bit too late. If he can hold this wall until... Oh my god. Okay, never mind. Double engineering base. That's such a... This is as greedy as you can get. If those were two... Yeah, if those were two barracks, I would say... Yes, you're going to hold. You're going to hold your wall, those two barracks finish, and that's the point, bam, when you bring it back. But getting two engineering bays like this, there's no chance he can hold it.
I'm not as optimistic even if those were barracks. I mean, it feels right now that he's going to have to rely on some real good repairs, some Widow Mine, and just amazing control, I guess. Because
look at this.
Baneling roach timing, oh yeah, because, I mean...
How did he...
With basically speedling follow-ups.
Oh, there we go. The Hellions did see the move out on of the units, so...
I mean, this is a very, very strong all-in. I have a hard time imagining this game lasting for far too long. Maybe we'll see some glorious Widowmine hits.
Maybe, yes. But, you know, Widowmines defend versus this quite well. That is true, but they're not spread out, so... But look, all of the SCVs have been pulled to repair. Oh, the Widow Mines. No, too late. Too late.
Oh, wow. The Widow Mines just clearing so much up. I don't know. These bunkers might just be enough to hold it with all these repairs going down. Roach is focusing down workers right now, which is probably a very good move. And it looks like Daax has the upper hand right now.
Yeah, he just broke it very, very well here. I mean, this was just a very bad position, or you know, a common mistake people do with the Widow Mines. You don't want the... When you need to defend your ramp like this versus Banelings, you don't want the Widow Mines behind the wall, you want it below the ramp. Because when the Banelings run up, by the time the Widow Mines fire and detonate, the Banelings will have already detonated on the bunker. So you need those Widow Mines to activate before the Banelings actually reach the wall. That's why we want to have them at the bottom of the ramp, and that will make it so that they can kill the Banelings before the Banelings do significant damage. As it is, continuous rallying of Zerglings and Roaches might just finish Blink off.
Yeah, it does look like Blink is actually going to clear this up, but he has sustained such large economical damage.
Come on,
I don't think he can.
4 SCVs? Are you kidding me?
Is it honestly just 4 SCVs?
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's just even more than I thought. But you know, if anyone, no, it's the Terran race with the mules which can come back. But no, you're completely right. I don't think there's a chance here for Blink to be able to come back at all. And I mean, the Widow Mines, they're killing one Zergling at a time. Oh, actually, no. Let's see here. That's a big hit, but still not enough. Meanwhile, actually, no, Daax is pretty, he doesn't want to wait to win. He's not going to drone behind this. He is just keeping on producing those roaches and links, and he is just going to try to end this right here, right now, I think.
I think that's the correct move. I mean, he knows how much damage. There is no reason for him to drag this on into a longer game. He did get Lair behind this, though, and he's getting a third base. +1 ranged attacks going down, as well as Glial Reconstitution for the Roaches. So, you know, he's looking to finish this off with just pure Link Blink Roach. And I think that's a good move.
Well, I don't think... I think he needs quite a large army to overcome these initial Widow Mines.
Yeah. Or just send 1 or 2 Lings at a time. This was not a good move by
exactly.
Daax,
that's what I feared was going to happen, and it looks like Daax is... he's still staying in the natural, so he might deny this base flying back to the natural, but he definitely can't really move up the ramp right now.
No, he can't. So he's going to deny the natural, as you rightly pointed out. And you know, Marauders are coming onto the field, and Stim is finished. So engaging the Terran army is going to be tougher and tougher and tougher as well. The Terran army is in +1/+1, and is getting +2 attacks right now. So I don't know. Maybe Blink can actually, if he plays really cost efficiently here, He might do something, but this is not how you do it. And now the 2 Widow Mines go off, but that is just not enough. And without healing, this army, well, he can stim, by my estimates, 1 more time, and then it's over. Oh
Yeah.
yes, he's getting swarm hosts. I was about to say that I would love to see some swarm host action, maybe even a Nidus swarm. We have an overlord in position in the main, so.
I feel honestly like he's just taking this giant flesh wound and pouring salt into it. I mean, swarmers are just so annoying. I don't think they're the best for this situation, but they would probably cut it. Natural is still being denied. However, the 4 Widow Mines are sort of off cooldown right now, and as you pointed out, basically stim is not an option right now.
Yeah.
Maybe the Lynx and Roaches could run quickly in and start to splash the Terran army with those Widow Mines. Doesn't really happen.
Almost did, though.
Yeah, definitely almost did. We're seeing the word count slowly climbing here for Blink, but he is still 29 to 65. There's basically full-out free base economy here from Daax, although he's not really taking full gases. Now he's taking gases in the third, which is a slight improvement to his gas income.
I really want to see an Nidus swarm, man.
Do you really want to see a Nidus swarm? Well, I think that, well, you could put it in the main, but it's never good to Nidus swarmers in the main.
Oh, you have not seen my latest episode of Cast My Game on my YouTube channel, man.
Yeah, I can't say I have, but
you have to watch
guess
that.
what it was about. I can sort of already understand what was happening in that game.
You gotta watch that, like seriously. That was so hilarious. A Nidus swarm host in ZVT. First time I saw that, and it was actually quite funny to watch.
You know, I just have I don't know if I can watch that. You know, my experiences with swarm hosts are just too bad. Like, it hurts, but yeah. We're seeing.
Don't like swarm hosts as a Protoss.
You don't like them?
No, as a Protoss, you don't like swarm hosts.
Yeah,
is
of
what
course
you're
you don't.
is what you're trying to say.
Yeah, I am trying to say that. Who the hell came up with those units? But you know, the interesting thing right here is to see how a sort of swarm host push works versus Terran, and he's got a fair bunch of swarm hosts. 10 already, 5 more on the way, and these could probably deny that third base guaranteed. But I'm not sure if they're actually going to be all that strong.
I think they are, because I mean, without turrets, the only way you can and ravens, the only way you can deal with swarm hosts is scanning, and with you know, the scans don't last. I mean, if you don't have enough of an army near the swarm hosts to kill them on 1 or 2 scans, then eventually you're gonna start running out of scans.
Yeah, I think the Widow might actually clear up the swarm host fairly well, and we're gonna see a scan go down now. I guess no, the Banelings are just gonna roll into everything. Like, you're a Marine, you're a Marauder, I don't care. I'm just gonna keep on rolling and try to kill everything. And now the ground army, except the swarm hosts for both players, are basically down. And basically, yeah, well done by Daax to focus fire the workers, killing off a couple of SCVs and the bunker, in fact.
Well, we do have a drop that's meanwhile killed the whole main base of Daax there. So Daax setting up this siege here with the Locusts. That's basically his one of his very few tickets to win this game, because that drop did way more damage than it should have, and despite Daax having 4 bases, his spawning pool's been sniped, his infestation pit has been sniped, and his hive as well. So basically his tech has been knocked back into the primordial pool, and he will have to evolve all the way again, with the DNA strands and everything.
Yeah, you've played a bit more campaign than me, I can already tell, but the drop is looking fairly good, cleaning up the last remaining Zerglings. However, there's basically only 1 base mining right now for Blink, and it has 24 workers on about patches which 8 workers should be on, so it's greatly oversaturated. And look, Blink decides to, you know, there's only one way I can win this, and that's just taking up these medevacs, filling them up with units, don't care if it's SCVs as well, and then just trying to do my best with these.
Well, he does have another command center, but really this is a point of no return for Blink. Daax is getting 3 units attacking Blink's main base. He should actually reposition these. There we go. repositioning those locusts, I mean swarm hosts, and getting them way closer to the main base. Now, luckily enough, locusts don't shoot up, so he can't kill the whole base in the event that the base decides to fly off. Well, Daax, he just needs to be very cost efficient with the units he has back home to defend, because his spawning pool, where actually is it? Oh, it's right here. If it goes down for the second time, he might actually end up losing this game. Could you believe it?
Well, I actually I can't read. I feel that his crisis control is really not on par with the rest of his play right now, and this is basically, he only has one base left right now, and he has basically no units. And the worker count is actually in lead of Blink right now, so either Swarm Hosts move back as they do right now, or they actually decide to finish off the opponent.
He's just going to build hatcheries everywhere.
Yeah, he does have the minerals for that, in fact. So, I mean, he's definitely going on to the slightly more prolonged game, hoping he can win
this
eventually.
My goodness, Daax, why? If you only managed that drop a little bit better, if you defended that a little bit better, he would have been in a totally fine spot. But as it is, such a needless base race is going to happen.
And you know what? I feel like this is an advantage of... Hang on, what the hell? Why did Blink land his base there? That I did not understand.
At the rocks?
Yeah.
It's got fresh minerals, probably.
Well, I mean, there's a third base right next to it, which is...
It's on the long ground.
Empty.
I mean, it's more accessible, you know, for the Zerg, sort of. And maybe this place he won't look. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess maybe that could be an argument why. And oh, look, the Swarm Host spawning a bunch of locusts, and all you have to do is lift up and go away. And it looks like Blink, he has the perfect counter to the Swarm Hosts, and that's never taking an engagement with them.
Yeah, just evacuate the forces. And he's getting back into it. I mean, 9 drones. It wasn't that long ago when we had 4 SCVs for Blink. After that, 2 base all-in by Daax. And now we have 8 drones and versus 36 SCVs, and the income is like 1,000 and he's not even using mules yet. He's just saving that for scans, optionally, to be able to get rid of these swarm hosts.
Yeah, I think so too. And Blink, you know, the thing which led him to this advantage was basically the massive amount of mules and just picking up your units and dropping in, you know, in the face of a billion swarm hosts. And that's what he's gonna keep on doing, basically. And I don't see a way for Daax to come back. He doesn't have mules. He can't produce quickly right now.
No, and he's supply blocked as well, and he's got no production, so that, I mean, that means he can't even make overlords even if he wanted to. Now his one hatchery finished over here in the top, but okay, so he's going to use swarm hosts basically to turtle up, and he's got a token number of Zerglings. I wonder what. Oh, nice hit on the Widow Mine, and I think Blink is very grateful that he also has units that can burrow at this point.
Yeah, and he has realized sort of that, you know, he can use this so much to his advantage. He's building a whole lot of them at once right now.
Yeah, despite Enduring Locusts being finished, the Swarm Hosts are just too far away for the Locusts to reach the natural.
They did, like, precisely reach the Widow Mine.
Yeah, and then they just die
and
like
they
this.
just...
saving the Widow Mine some effort and ammunition.
Yeah.
So, you know, we have flying medevacs flying around the map, trying to find the remaining base, and looks like Blink knows where that is, so he may try to move in. He doesn't know about this base here at the right. It's ridiculous how close the bases from the Zerg and from the Terran are here, by the way.
Yeah.
And, we have a whole lot of Banelings, to which I don't actually know what exactly happened to them. Did he just send them to die at the hands of these Widow Mines?
The what?
He did have... Yeah, I think he did have Banelings,
I did not see the Widow Mines going off, and they don't seem to have, so...
Oh, so he must have decided not to produce Banelings after all. Because he did get the Baneling Nest, so I expected that he would try another bust. But did not end up happening, and the Locusts are just too small to deal with these drops. First attacking from one side, then attacking from the other side. Here we have another pocket of Marines trying to move in from the right side. What I really like about Blink's play is that he always scans before he attacks to see what is awaiting him. And you know what would be even really cute here? If he would drop one Marine on top of those Banelings, then another Marine, then another Marine, just one at a time, to very cost effectively take care of them.
Yeah, that would actually be great. Just move commanding would sort of take care of that. And actually, we have the drops right here, dropping right on top of the units. I'm not sure if that was a good idea, actually.
No, I don't think it was.
Yeah, I don't think it was at all. But these Widow Mines and the Marines are sort of forming a trap for...
Yeah, but he did take care of all the Banelings, and most of them. Nice hit from the Widow Mine, but most of the Banelings survive, ironically, and they are going to get these SCVs. Boom, there you go. But no answer to the Banshees, and, you know, as it is, the Zergs are GG right now, because...
we're having a lot of nice GG timings here. I mean, Daax is just hanging on, but there are many scans left. At least one... two? No, only one actually, forgive me. One more scan left, and it's going to kill all the Swarmers. And there we go, GG from Daax.